here on the right.
Thank you for coming out this evening, and if you wanted to know the most stressful part about my night, it was letting them do that by themselves. It happened kind of organically in a rehearsal one day. I'd stepped out to do something, and all of a sudden the song fired up, and we talked about it. They're like, "We want to do it without you," which is a little bit hurtful, guys. It's a little hurtful. And if any administrators are in the building, they still need me. Very, very much. So, thank you so much for coming out this evening. We've got some, I think this is going to be a great night of music, so just settle in and enjoy yourselves. That first piece was Mechanical Monsters. This next piece is fun. It's got a little story to tell with the music, so we have 4 actors up here that are going to read some things for you as we play Aunt Rhodey's Appetite.
Once upon a time, there was an old gray goose who lived on a farm. The farm belonged to a lady whom everybody called Aunt Rhodey. that girl Mary. Haven't you heard the gossip about her?
What, Gussie?
Well, I heard that for dinner the other night, Mary had a little lamb. Pierre was very upset, so that night he went to see the old gray goose.
Did you know, mon ami, that one Rudy was planning to have you for a holiday dinner?
Delightful! What is she serving?
You, quick, run down to the river and take my rowboat. Row away as fast as you can.
The next morning, Pierre went to see Aunt Rhody and told her how he warned the old gray goose and given him. Oh, that's all right, Pierre. I was very fond of that goose. I never could have cooked him. As a matter of fact, I miss him already. Just then, the old gray goose came waddling over the hill.
Don't cry, Brody. I knew you'd never be mean enough to cook me.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry you had to run away and run down the river in that cold night air.
Well, at least something good happened on my way down the river. I met a new friend. His name is Turkey Lurkey. Would you like to meet him sometime, Aunt Brody?
Oh, I certainly would. I certainly. The old gray goose, Aunt Rhody, and Pierre all laughed and then joined hands and danced a lively polka.
As I'm looking at my cell phone, it's probably a good time to remind you to turn yours off. I forgot to mention that earlier. It's been such a fun, we were just kind of talking in the van room about how it's so fun to think like a year ago, they didn't even know how to put things together, and now they're making music together. It's a great thing. I want to recognize a few different groups of people, a couple different groups. We have, if you don't know, in 5th grade we do something called band karate, where we have different levels of achievement. We're trying to get as many kids as we can to black belt, but a lot of kids find out if they don't take care of that by 4th quarter. 4th quarter is kind of rough because they're gone I haven't seen these kids for a month, I think. But there were several kids that got to a black belt, so I didn't tell you guys I was going to do this. If you got your black belt this year, will you please stand? Yeah. And you can sit now. You've been acknowledged. And then we have the opportunity in this area, in the state of Minnesota rather, that we have all these honor bands that we send kids to, and we sent kids to the Beginning Band Honor Band, which is a mouthful. Actually, the whole thing is the Minnesota Band Directors Association Beginning Band Honor Band. We sent two people there. Zeke Cumro, 3, and Josiah, and who did I forget? Ruth, sorry, Ruth. And Ruth Jensen over there went into Moorhead about a month ago, and let's hear it for you. You can stand up. Yeah, stand up, Ruth. Yeah, you guys can sit too. This next piece is really cool because we do some improvisation things in 5th grade band where we just kind of learn to make things up. And over the course of really this semester, a group came up with like a little melodic idea. And we took that for a few days and everybody learned it, something that their classmates came up with. And then we started coming up with ideas to make it longer, and they expanded it. And they learned, they kind of figured out how to harmonize. Actually, Ruth did a lot of that. She plunked a bunch of stuff out on piano. We came up with a drum beat. And so this is actually a song written by the students on stage. I'm going to try to make some money off of it, so if I'm not around in the district next year, it's because this just took off wildly. I'm taking credit for it. I'm not really, I'm just kidding. This is, they came up with the name To Be Continued is their name. That was the hardest part, deciding on the name. So this is a really fun piece. Everything in it, their idea, so it's super creative. So we're going to finish 5th grade band with To Be Continued. Let's get the house lights up just a little bit. Hopefully you save spots for your kids. I know it's kind of crowded in here, so it's going to take a little bit for them to roam around and find their families. And then we'll get the 6th grade band on stage here in a minute and start